What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I'm super excited to finally show you the project that we have been working on for so long. Content Creators Design Krillin, the biggest collaboration in Dragon Ball Super card game history, is finally here. But before we begin this video, check the description below and go subscribe to all of these channels that you aren't subscribed yet. All of these people are super awesome. They all really came together and built this awesome archetype, so the least that we can do is just go and subscribe to all of them. Now, roll the video. As with all of our videos, let's start with the breakdown. So this is the biggest Dragon Ball Super card game collaboration ever. This thing is huge. You can tell just by the length of the video. I'll go over the history of the project and then we'll dive into the archetype. And that's about it. Just enjoy the video. This project is our love letter to the game. The game that connects all of us as one huge global community. Like the game that's the reason why we're here talking about it and going to events and playing. So like we thought like it would be cool to, give something back, to create something. Like something that's gonna be a part of this game, though unofficially. And what better thing to do than to have the community create a custom archetype? This has never been done before, so we thought like, okay, this is cool. So how did we go about this? We've asked our community to come up with a leader for a custom archetype. We had a set of votes couple of weeks ago. Like, this is super old. That's how long this has been in production. We've had these votes where our community voted on the leader, like the color, the Dragon Ball franchise, the characters, sagas, everything. The votes were cast, and it was decided that we're going to make a green 22nd World Martial Arts Krillin archetype. But we're not doing this alone. To us at The Lookout, the core of Dragon Ball Super card game is its community. So we've called in some help from some awesome community members. Take it away, guys.
What's up, guys? It's the new sensation, Big Annotation here.
How's it going? I'm Jamie. I'm the guy behind Scrub Games. I'm a DBS content creator, and you probably know about my channel based on either the Scrub Games webcam locals, which I post the sign-ups and final results around on the Facebook groups, and also covering mostly, if not all, the EU events, bringing breakdowns and coverage as well as other different content on my channel.
What's up, guys? Josh here from Deck Planet.
Hi guys, welcome to The Lookout this time around. My name is Loki.
And I'm Scott Sedman.
And we're from Players Guild.
Yo, what's up, monkeys? I'm Otero TCG, content creator on YouTube and Twitch related to the different trading card games.
Hi guys, I am Anulix from TCG Dragon Ball channel from Spain.
Hello Earthlings. The Team Hercule TCG is on air for The Lookout. So first, Team Hercule TCG is a group of friends from France or Belgium who are playing an amazing game and try to perform and improve themselves every day, in a funny mode of course. However, Team Hercule is also a YouTube channel where a bunch of dudes try to share the love of the game with the largest number. We are mainly doing deck profiles every Sunday, but also vlogs, ban instruction, etc. on Dragon Ball Super card game.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Planet Prison arc here on the Lookout DBS channel. My name is Marcy from the Kame House channel from Germany, and I'm really honored to be here. Thank you, Damien, for this opportunity to talk to all of you guys, to talk to the whole community.
Hello, I'm Marco from Team Universe OVL. Who doesn't know Universe OVL yet, you can check out our YouTube channel with the QR code or via the link.
What's up everybody? Today I'm working with the Lookout, and together we're trying to do the unthinkable. Make a good green deck. For those of you who don't know me though, I am Eric. I used to manage a competitive Canadian card game team called DBM. I now run a YouTube channel called Selly or SellyGG.
What's going on, everyone? Bancroft here from Attacker Productions.
This is Mike the Pied Piper with Main Deck, and our channel we post content for tons of different trading card games, including the Dragon Ball Super card game. We are really excited to be part of this project.
Hello guys, it's Milos and Ed from DBS Poznań, and today we want to show you our cards.
Hey guys, it's Tom from Planet Onion. We were asked, and we were invited by Damien to take part in the creation of the Krillin archetype, and we're asked to do a bit of a short introduction of our channel and to talk about the card design. So, to keep things short, we are a Polish channel created by some of our Warsaw local members, where we present some of the games that we have each week during our locals.
How's it going, Dragon Ball Super card game fans? My name is Omega Z from Omega Z's Domain. I'm an up-and-coming content creator that's trying to prove that you don't need a fancy setup to do some videos. I do everything from my cell phone, like I'm doing this video for you guys right now. I also do game streams, and of course I cover card games like the Dragon Ball Super card game. Want to give a quick shout out to the Lookout DBS for selecting me to do this awesome challenge and creating a card for the Green World Martial Arts Tournament Krillin deck that we've come up with. Very awesome and very excited to do this.
What's going on, guys? My name is Hazy and I am from Australia. I'm a very small content creator. I only got about 50 subs on YouTube. Haven't done too many videos. I've mainly just done deck profiles of events that I've run well in, or decks that I just really wanted to showcase off. 1 or 2 gameplays, but nothing too much. Keen to make some more content, because I've had great responses from some of the content that I've made. Big shout out to the Lookout for this content deck. This thing's really cool. I'd seen the post, so I jumped onto it, and I'm going to go through the card that I was able to make.
What is up, guys? This is going to be a DBS analyst for the commentary video, or not the commentary video, but this is going to be a video where I showcase one of the battle cards that I created for the purpose of the archetype.
What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and welcome to The Lookout, where we do crazy projects like this. We do tutorials and how to play guides to help players get into the game and discover new archetypes. We also do meta breakdowns, and aside from that, if that's not enough, we also do events as well. So we are a European channel, and our goal is just to share the love for the game and, introduce new people to it, because this game is awesome.
So to get into the leader, obviously I was here to help design the front side of the leader, as you can see next to my head right now, and this is the finished product. We wanted to keep the deck thematic, but also obviously quite strong as a thematic deck, which obviously sometimes green can lack in, because a lot of the themes in green end up just being a little bit trash. So that was kind of the idea behind the on attack auto, was to keep it thematic with the discard 8 WMAT card to draw 2 cards, but it still has really strong cycle. And it's also quite thematic in Dragon Ball sense, because obviously Krillin is defeating these foes and powering up. And it also helps out with the awaken condition, so it will load up the drop area with WMAT cards, so that when you have when your life is at 4 or less, or you have 8 or more WMAT cards in your drop area, battle area, or energy area, you can search for the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament from deck or drop, and then you also get to untap 1. So the idea behind the awaken is there are the 8 participants in the WMAT tournament, and then you obviously search the actual field card that's been designed, I believe, by Scrub Games for the archetype. So the awaken is kind of thematic in the sense of it's the idea of the WMAT tournament actually starting, and then obviously Krillin is powering up as it comes around to that tournament point, and it's got the 8 participants, and then the actual stage is set and everything, and then in terms of the untap, additionally, the untap can obviously be used to then pay the 1 for the actual tournament field card, which is obviously very nice to keep that out. So that's pretty much the front side of the leader. Thanks very much for having me, and hopefully the rest of the archetype is a banger.
For this project, we have created 2 cards that were the cornerstone of the project. Because like we needed to create something first so that we can send it to other creators. So what we came up with is the awakened side of the leader, Krillin Turtle School Prodigy. Auto, when this card attacks, discard one World Martial Arts card and draw 2 cards. So pitch 1, draw 2. Then auto, once per turn, when you activate an extra card during your turn, add up to 1 World Martial Arts battle card from your drop area into your Z energy. So you play like first ever Kamehameha and then you charge a Z energy. This deck is super Z energy focused. Activate battle, once per turn, send 2 battle cards from your Z energy to your drop area. This card gets critical for the duration of the battle. So not only are you charging like crazy, you also have something to do with all of that Z energy. And the other important card of the archetype is the first ever Kamehameha. Activate battle, limit 1. If your leader is a green Krillin card, choose up to one of your leader cards or battle cards and it gains plus 5k for the battle. So it's Krillin's first ever Kamehameha, so it's a bit weaker, it's just like 5k, but it's a free 5k combo. Additionally, if you have a mono green Z battle card in play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or less and KO it. So, you know, it's a free trigger for some other effects, it's a free combo, plus sometimes you get to KO something.
For the request of our friends at Lookout, we were designing cards for a special archetype, and ours is the amazing Z Leader.
This thing looks incredible, but
yes,
looks aside.
Shout out to Damien for actually coming up with the visuals for the cards. We came out with the skill. So, going from the top, it's Krillin Turtle School Rivals. So for the rivalry between Krillin and Son Goku, that was the idea. Free Z energy. 20,000 base power, which is quite a powerful body. Z Awaken for 1 green when your life is 3 or less on top of a green Krillin leader. So the whole idea is about Krillin, and we tried to keep in with the other Krillin cards that we've seen.
I think that's pretty cool. So then let's get into the auto. It is a discard 1 World Martial Arts card. When this card attacks, choose 1. You can draw 2 cards, or your opponent discards 2 cards at random. Pretty good.
Yeah, a play out on the skill of Awakened Leader, which was discard one of World Martial Arts cards because it's supposed to be a World Martial Arts leader. To draw 2 cards, we just wanted to up it a bit. And what is the green thing?
Green needs a bit more discard love, right? And if this is our fantasy of what we want it to be, I think this works.
It requires you to still sacrifice 1 card for your opponent to discard 2. It gives you the same card advantage. If your opponent's low on cards, this can be a finisher on its own.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a scary bit. Your opponent can still counter first, because counters come before autos, which is amazing. Then an upgrade to the auto. Once per turn, when you activate an extra card, you add up to 1 World Martial Arts battle card from your drop to your Z energy. And if you do, and only if you already added 1, you get to add also 1 Krillin battle card from your drop to your Z energy, so you can get 2 Z energy at once for activating extra card.
Yeah, I think that's a really nice little touch there. We've seen it quite a little bit with like the Z design, where you are able to generate extra Z energy through effects like this. So I think having it on the Z leader makes sense. Allows you to extend out those players if need be. But we then come to, honestly, this is chef's kiss. I've got to give it all up to Loki here. This was his brainchild. I'm not going to take credit for this bit. But activate main battle once per turn. Send any amount of your Z energy to the drop. This card gets 1k power for each card sent to the drop by this skill for the turn. If the power of this card is 30k or more, it gains crit for the turn. If the power is 35k, it gains double strike for the turn. And if it's 40k or more, it gets dual attack for the turn. I really love this. I think it's super thematic. It's activate main or battle, so the battle trick is there where you can be like, surprise!
But if you do the battle trick, the dual attack doesn't work.
Exactly, so you can still hit double strike crit, which I think is very nasty on the surprise, but also, you know, if you want to set up for a really big aggro turn, I think that's possible. There's a lot of love with this, and I also like how it's like increment, right? Like it's incremental, and I think...
And it keeps on stacking. Yeah. The idea behind that was to work with the field and the first ever Kamehameha. First ever Kamehameha gives power for the battle on activate battle, and the field gives power for the turn. So I wanted to build up on that. It's still not a cheap skill, but even with those 2 cards, it puts you at 30,000. Very easy to always hit in that battle double strike crit, which is scary. That dual attack is that you need to reach that secret level power, it is not impossible. And then it is becoming very, very scary. You can also use it during your opponent's turn.
Yeah, so if you need a little bit of extra combo power, boom.
Exactly. Even if you use that 1Z energy, we've talked about that 1k defensively makes huge difference.
Yeah, it literally cannot. It essentially is a 5k combo.
Yes, and it gets that power for the turn still. So just paying 1Z energy, and of course the auto that gives you the Z energy works during both players' turns once per turn.
Yeah, so really solid Z leader there. Thank you again to Demian and Andrea of the Lookout. It's been a pleasure doing all of these cards, and I hope to see more things like this in future, especially to all of the other creators who have helped come up with such a unique archetype.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this archetype works on Untap.
And I'm helping look out on this little project for the green Krillin deck, and I had the pleasure of helping design the field card, and the field card is, and this is the field card we come up with for it. So it's the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament, because that's based on the first one currently come in, and we went with made it unique, so you can have one on board and barrier to give it a lot of protection, because you can't really have a field card without protection. And we also added in the permanent, where you reduce the cost of this card in your hand and deck by 1 for each World Tournament card in your battle area, energy and drop area, so that way it gives more lenience to whoever was building after me to be able to either play it out from the lead or to be able to play it later on to give a benefit. And we put a few skills in there as well. Like we got an auto, when you activate this card, add 1 green World Tournament battle card with energy cost of 4 or less from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. This meant that you could use more than 1 copy in the deck, so you could use it as a searcher while playing out for field as well. I thought that'd be quite interesting for it. And they give a little bit benefit of Krillin, because I did have a look into Krillin and went into use some Wikipedia and watch some episodes to understand about Krillin in the World Martial Arts Tournament, because that was this was what it's based on. And then we added the activate main, once per turn by paying 1 green. You add 1 first ever Kamehameha from your deck or drop to your hand and shuffle your deck if you have looked through it, because in this tournament is when Krillin first performs the Kamehameha, which is why it's named the first ever Kamehameha, against Charles Su in his match to help win it. And I thought it'd be a nice way to add that card into the pool, but then whoever wants to design that card or is behind designing the card has the chance to do something good with that. And giving it a bit of searcher to get it back from deck or drop is something that some cards do. Thought it was quite nice. And then I thought to give it a bit of benefit as well, even further benefit to give green something good, something strong, especially for this archetype, because I do like Krillin. It's just a shame you only got 1 leader in the game. Is give an activate battle, or limit 1 to make it not too busted. If you have 1 or more battle cards in your Z energy and they are all Turtle School cards as the cost, choose 1 Krillin card you control and it gains 5k power for the battle, so you'd be able to use that offensively or defensively. For this I thought it was quite nice around Krillin, and give it more of it can use both Turtle School cards, get a benefit of that because that's quite new to the game, and also benefit World Martial Arts as well, so you have that both benefits on both sides. And that is the field card design. Thought it'd be quite nice to do it, and yeah, this is what we came up with. I hope whoever goes after this, designing the rest of the deck, had fun designing cards to go in tandem with this, and that's one of it. But that's from me from the Squid Games. Let's have a look and see what else everybody else went for.
So here he is, the first ever Unison that can be played out of a Zenkai deck. And for the color green, I really felt like their best bet, or at least what everybody has been saying, is Charismatic Endowment has to be the best Unison package in the game. It's what keeps the color going. So I wanted to make something very consistent for you. It's technically in your hand at all times, and something that can help support that whole groove of having a good Unison that gives you a good support along with your own strategy, and then be very thematic to help our thematic deck. So it's a World Martial Arts Tournament theme, and what better person to be your Unison than the announcer himself, always hosting the tournaments and course, announcing the fights, right? Commentating like we do. So here it is. I wanted to do something really unique and creative and make the effects my own. So when you play this card, it allows you to do something pretty unique and pitch as many Z energy into your drop area, and it'll give it additional markers. So that gives you a way to, I guess, play around Smoke Dragon removing this, where you can pay as much energy as you want, but then also pay as much Z energy as you want to get those extra markers on the card. It also has another auto to maintain those markers, because of course people can just poke it after and then, you know, smoke it once it gets to 7. So here I wanted to create an auto that was I guess similar to Jiren. It was always my favorite kind of auto where people can't bait it out. It really gives you the choice. So when a World Martial Arts Tournament card is in battle once per turn, you're going to be able to combo with a card from your drop area. This is going to allow you to regenerate Zenkai energy for the Zenkai energy that you spent getting this card out, and then you know, extra power to your swings, making bigger and bigger threats. So I really like that about this card. And then to make it even more thematic, he's not really a fighter, right? So he has no power. So then you can do a big -7 to play 2 World Martial Arts tournaments of 4 or less. That way you can play, you know, things from the deck that other content creators have made, or just like your classic rival combos like the Tien Yamcha and all of those funky cards that synergize really well together. So that's the concept of the card. I hope you guys really enjoy it as much as I have creating it, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. Without further ado, I'll leave it to the next creator. Bye.
The card that I've created is a Z battle card for this Krillin deck. It's a 1 energy, 1 Z energy card, and its name is Chiatsu, trying his hardest. Check out that cool art from one of the funniest battles in the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament. For 1 green energy and 1 Z energy, you get a 5k battle card with the following effect. Activate main/battle, limit 1. If your leader is a green Krillin, you can switch this card to rest mode and reduce the cost of your next extra card by 1 green energy. I like that this can be done on either player's turn, depending on when you decide to utilize this effect. Something like a free dormant potential unleashed in case you don't have a Unison in play. It's pretty good. Or maybe you can reduce the cost of some of the extra cards like the ones that the other creators have come up with in this awesome challenge. I think it's a very powerful effect. I hope that this unique card is pretty impressive to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun coming up with it and creating it. Be sure to give the Lookout DBS a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to them if you haven't, and check me out as well.
So when I was talking to them, they told me that they were chasing Z battle cards. They were lacking Z battle cards, so I thought I'm going to make my own Z battle card. So as you'll see, guys, the card there on the screen, it is a Krillin. It's a Z battle card. It's a 2 cost for 2 green energy, 2 Z energy. It has deflect and barrier, so you pretty much can't touch it when it hits the field. But it doesn't really do too much, apart from the fact that when it's played, if you have 2 more Z energy, you can KO an opponent's battle card. So typical green, just KOs a card, 4 cost or less. The other thing that I had in this, and which I think this was what makes my card cool, is the fact that if you have 4 or more energy, when your opponent attacks, you can remove this card from the game. If you do, you negate the attack. So when I was talking to them, they said they were lacking Z battle cards and they didn't have anything with counters in it. And using, for those that will remember the black Gohan rare, where you can play it from your drop or your warp and negate the attack, I thought something along those lines. You wouldn't see that from a Z battle card. It's only got 4k power, so you're never going to be swinging with it, but it's just going to be there, and your opponent's always going to know that they have got a free negate there. So once again, big shout out to the Lookout for allowing me to hop on this amazing project. I can't wait to see some of the other cards and see the video at the end. So thanks very much, guys.
I feel like the state of green right now really needs a lot of ways to interact with your opponent so that it becomes a competitive deck. Much of green's strategy can use things on your opponent's turn, such as Dormant Potential Unleashed, and being able to end your opponent's turn just by pitching a green card from your hand. But also, I really like the fact that green also has access to Charismatic Villain. If you do have a Unison on play, you can just play him at any moment's notice when they play a battle card via skill or via just regular abilities, or just by playing it hardcast wise by paying the energy cost. Those are the two cards that I can think of off the top of my head that green has to be able to interact with your opponent. Having said that, I feel like Krillin, if he's going to be a green leader coming into the next set, he needs to be able to do something that other green leaders cannot, and having access to Z battle card that allows him to interact with your opponent's turn is going to be at the top of my list for card design. So I decided to use Tian's in the 22nd World Martial Art Tournament. He was watching Krillin. They did take inspiration from the other lookout cards that were showcased on this archetype, and I was able to blend it in so that it becomes leader locked, so that no other green leader can abuse it. So yeah, so that's going to be my card, and I hope you guys enjoyed my card design. Again, this DBS analyst signing out.
I would like to say thanks to the Lookout for the opportunity to participate in this project. And now it's time to present the heart of the deck, the SR card, the Goku and Krillin power combination. The locos, no? This card is cost 4, content, dual attack, very rare, 1 permanent. When this card is added or removed from your set energy, send 2 cards from the top of your deck to the drop area. It's really good. The auto, once per turn, when this card attacks, draw a card. The activate main is 2 green energy. If your leader is Krillin, play this card from your hand. This card will combine perfectly with your leader, who is going to put directly in the third energy from the drop, also generating more drop for your awakening. Searchable with the field, and we can boost it for free due to the effect of the extra card. Yes or yes, 4 copies in my deck. And finally, thank you for the lookout, and make sure to support the Spanish community. Paz, brothers.
And the card design. All right. So we have Krillin, the cunning strategist, which is somewhere on his screen, I assume. It's a drop 25k dual attacker with barrier, which X evolves on a 4-drop Krillin / Goku childhood by paying 3 green energy and drawing 1 card. He has an order that when this card is removed from your battle area by a skill, you get to play a 4-drop Krillin / Goku childhood from your drop or hand, with its skills negated for your turn. And the other order says that at the end of your turn, you place this card in its owner's drop, so it doesn't stick more than 1 turn, since it has some insane effects on swing. It has an auto limit 1. When this card attacks, choose 1 green battle card with 5k combo power with its skills negated for the turn and combo with it from your drop. And the other auto says that when this card attacks, you get to resolve some cool effects, which actually make the card stronger the more Z energy you have, which in general utilizes the whole Z charging idea here. So if you have 2 cards in your Z energy, the card gets double strike for the turn, so it makes himself a 25k dual attack with double strike. When you have 4 cards in your Z energy, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. And if you have 6 cards in your Z energy, you get to choose 1 card in your opponent's life and put it in his owner's drop. So pretty strong card. Obviously, it's a limit 1 on the auto, so it wasn't that broken, but it is quite strong, and we think that it kind of fits into the whole idea of the deck quite nicely. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye 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 bye.
I designed Krillin Learning to Fight with a great artwork, Krillin Childhood fighting Jackie Chun. We have many different traits, including Earthling and Turtle School, to support Turtle School deck and other archetypes. Character name is Krillin Childhood, and it has an energy cost of 1 and Krillin Childhood character name for only 2 reasons. I wanted to include the Krillin Skills Improved deck from BT18 to the new deck, and support the BT18 Master Roshi deck since it's a green Krillin on the backside too. You can see both cards here, a really strong green leader and one of the best green Krillin cards we have. We have 2 keyword skills. The first one is unique to weaken the card a little bit, and the second one is blocker to enable different uses. You can use the card to defend yourself or to play the 5-cost Krillin on top of it. The counterplay is really strong because it stops many current battle card floodgates for only 1 energy, but it has a limit 1 to prevent spamming the card more than once per turn. The permanent is here for only 1 reason, because it's a 1-drop. I wanted to avoid hardcasting it for the strong auto effect, which comes next. The auto effect is the on-play effect, which gives you Unison with a specified cost 2 or less barrier. Adds the archetype specific extra card back from your drop to your hand, and additionally charges a Z energy from your drop. At first it seems a little bit too much to pay 3 Z energy, but you can charge up to 1 Z energy when you activate the extra card, which you grabbed from your drop to your hand by activating the leader effect. And you can charge a second Z energy from your on-play auto effect. In the end, it's just 1 cost counterplay and 1 Z energy to get the whole effect. Yes, that's it. Feel free to comment below the lookout video what you think of the card. I'm very curious about your opinion. Until see you next time. Bye.
So, we are here because of the green Krillin leader, and green isn't in a very good spot right now, so let's change that. So we came up with a Jackie Chun battle card, a 6-cost battle card with 5000 powers and the keyword skill barrier. So he has a permanent. If you have a Tian World Tournament battle card on the field, it gets plus 15,000 power. So he is a 20k battle card. Activate main for 3 specific green energy. Sorry. If your leader card is a green Krillin World Tournament card and you have 6 or more World Tournament cards in your drop area, your battle area, your energy area, or your Z energy area, play this card from your hand and KO a battle card, ignoring barrier. And he has a little auto. If this card is removed from the battle area with a skill or KO'd, take 1 first Kamehameha from your deck or drop to your hand. If you look through your deck, shuffle your deck. So we are hoping to give green a little push and the fan base some neat characters from the World Tournament arc from Dragon Ball Z. So I hope you all are very happy. And again, thank you, Damien, for the opportunity. And we are seeing you online or on our channel. Goodbye, fellas.
I've designed / created a counterplay card for the 22nd World Martial Arts Tournament Green Krillin deck that was handpicked by the community over at the Lookout team. The character that I've chosen is one that, to my knowledge, hasn't been seen in the lifespan of the Dragon Ball Super trading card game, and that character is Pompu. Let's get into the card for a bit. The card name is Pompu the Talented. It is a 3-cost card, 1 green Pacific, and it has a permanent where you reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1 for every 2 World Martial Arts cards in your drop area. Now, this is because of the movement between the cards in the drop and the Z energy and the leader's auto attacking, where you could discard 1 card from your hand to draw more cards. And I felt like on theme, you should be able to establish at least 4 World Martial Arts cards in your drop area fairly quickly to make this counterplay viable when you need it. Now, the counterplay itself is played this card, and if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 3 or less, it is placed in the owner's drop area instead of being played. Now, I originally had that as an auto for this card, but I changed that to be a full counterplay feature instead because I didn't want the ability of reducing the cost affect you just playing a card, KO card, and you got a 15k swing afterwards, because this card is a 15k battle card, and it does have a 0 combo cost for a 5k combo. Now, inspiration for this card came from Chi-Chi, Charismatic Villain, and Cooler the Effortless, I think. And I looked at those 3 cards and tried to see what made those cards so good, or at least relevant to their themes. And after kind of doing a little bit of research, I kind of came up with this idea, and I hope you all enjoy. And once again, thank you to the team over at the Lookout team for letting me be part of this project.
The card that I wanted to create was a control card that'll help delay the game, but also a floodgate that can help protect your battle cards. So I created Tien Shinhan Battle Ready. It has 5,000 power, 0 plus 5,000 combo cost, cost 2, 1 green, 1 normal, and it has the effect of counterattack. Negate the attack and play this card from your hand. When this card is played from your hand during your opponent's turn, you may discard a World Tournament card from your hand. If you do, your leader card gains plus 10,000 power and blocker for the turn. That should help protect a lot of your battle cards from being attacked. I hope you enjoy.
First of all, a huge thanks to the Lookout family for giving me this opportunity, for being a part of this great idea. They are great community, great content creators. When Damien contacted me for this, it was like this, in just a second. So again, thanks. Let's get straight to the card I've designed. Of course, in a World Martial Arts Tournament archetype, I have no doubt I want to make a Yamcha card. People who knows me knows that I am a huge fan of this character, and I couldn't possibly select another than this one. Well, this is the card, here, Yamcha, the backup hero. I think it fits perfectly on the deck. It's a World Tournament, it's Turtle School, and makes the deck works sending cards to drop, but offering something that is very important, defense. It's a blocker with a permanent that says can be KO'd once per turn. It's a 3-drop, 1 specific green energy, 0 plus 5k combo power, 10k power. How you play it? Simply. If you have a Krillin or Son Goku childhood battle card in your battle area, play this card without paying its energy cost. This is awesome for the deck because it's a free play blocker and opponent has to kill twice in 1 turn. Also, it has an auto. When it's played, you choose 1 World Tournament card in your hand, place it in the drop, and then draw 1 card. Awesome synergy with the deck, which needs cards in drop, as you know. World Tournament and Turtle School again in hand and see energy. So that's the card I've designed. Hope you like it as much as I've enjoyed designing it. So that's all. Thanks again a lot to the Lookout. Please follow them. They're making such a good job, of course. Please subscribe to their channels and follow them on social media, mine too, of course. And remember, guys, be happy, please don't cheat, and bye-bye.
It's Tambourine Krillin's Nightmare. As you say, it's counterplay card, cost 3, but during your opponent's turn, this card can be reduced to be just free. What this card is doing? My thing is a floodgate effect. Opponent cannot attack with battle cards and Unison cards if they don't KO each time their battle cards with energy cost equal or greater than number of World Martial Arts Tournament cards in our drop. But it's not just opponent cannot attack. In our card, you need to do something to make this card work on full power and be cheaper. In this way, it's more interactive and more interesting than just opponent cannot attack. It also has 15 crit that feels well to Tambourine's character, and additional useful activate battle from drop. But to balance this card, when we activate this counterplay, our Krillin leader gets minus 5k. This cost refers good to fact that Tambourine kills Krillin. So now Ed, what's the idea of the card?
So at the beginning we started thinking about which skill we'd like to use in our deck, and because Mios and I like to try to control game, we decided to use some skill to slow our opponent and to skip his turn. So that's why we use this skill. idea for character is because of on Budokai Tenkaichi 22, it was two most important moment. First one was changing character of Tenshinhan, and the second one was death of the Krillin. And Krillin was death by Tambourine, so that's why we choose Tambourine as character for this card. And when we choose this, we add some skill like critical or this -5 which me was told. And at the end, we choose the name of this card as Krillin Nightmare, because I think so it's perfect, shows how Krillin feel when he saw Tambourine. I think so that's all. So thanks.
Yeah, that's all. So enjoy the card. See you.
So anyway, I'm here to present you the counter attack of the deck of the Krillin archetype. So it's a basic counter attack. For 1 green energy you negate the attack. And also if you have 8 or more World Martial Arts battle in your drop area, you can remove one opponent battle which costs 4 or less in your ring barrier and KO it. And also you can activate this card energy, this card counter skill, sorry, by sending one card from your Z energy in your drop area. So I guess this card is pretty interesting because it allows us to file a drop area with World Martial Arts to reach the 8. And also it's following the spirit and the mood of the archetype for me. So thanks a lot to Lookout to invite us in his channel, and don't forget, the answer is 8.
So I'm here today to talk about Damien's little project for the Krillin archetype from the content creators. So yeah, I was really excited to get a message to make a card for this, because I'm sure it's going to be outrageous and fun. So I decided to go with an extra card which would benefit the consistency of the archetype for the boss monster. So I've gone with a 1-cost extra card called Master Roshi's Influence. I'll just read out the card for you now. So activate main, 2 green. That would be 3 in total with the cost of the card. If you have a Krillin battle card with an energy cost of 4 in your battlefield and you don't have a Krillin with energy cost of 8 in your battlefield, place a Krillin battle card with an energy cost of 4 into your Z energy. This would be from the battle area, because it's always from there unless otherwise stated. And then so you place a 4 cost into the Z energy and then play an 8 cost Krillin from your deck, and it gets plus 5k power until the end of turn. I wanted to make something a bit more versatile as well, because a lot of the new sort of cards, extra cards, have 2 functions. So I did a costless, so it's just 1 cost for the card. Draw a card, and if you have 2 World Martial Arts battle cards in your battle area or combo area, use up to 1 green card with a combo cost of 5k from your drop in a combo, and this card gains double strike. So it's basically a free Z energy charge, double strike, and 5k. So it's like a pseudo champer, I guess. So just a little addition there. But yeah, no, the artwork's pretty funny. I mean, my memories of Master Roshi when I watched it as a kid, he was just like a pervert that loved looking at women, and yeah, so I just thought it'd be funny to capture that, and Damien got some great artwork for that. So yeah, no, really fun, and I hope you guys enjoy the archetype in full. And yeah, thank you again to Damien. And yeah, use Deck Planet, guys. It's the best. Catch you next time.
Hey guys, Damien here again, and here are some leftovers from the archetype that we made the last second just for some more consistency. Another Krillin 4-drop, a super combo, and a Goku card, because we didn't have Gokus. So yeah, this is it. All of them will be posted on our Facebook account tomorrow. I believe tomorrow. So thanks for watching the video. thanks everyone for participating. Go check out other channels, subscribe to them, send them some love. They're so awesome. They make amazing content. And yeah, guys, it's been awesome working with you. And to our viewers, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. This has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.